we don't know the strategy, but with the numbers they're taking to the deploying to the Middle East, it's not just.
Let's see how I can get this right.
Again, just because they're deploying something doesn't mean they will be using it.
It's gonna work.
Reese says that Maya, I'm so sorry for your loss, as we choose to say.
Okay.
Memories.
Hello, everybody. God knows if anybody is going to be connected right now to this live. I've been working up to this. It's not easy to actually jump into this, but I want to say that in the first 2 seconds, I want to treat the subject of Iran and talk about what is going on from a point of view of somebody who is myself, who has traveled around the world several times, and since 1984, I've noticed the tendencies through the world. I had some preemptory ideas about that something like this could happen already when I was leaving the States in 1984. Although I didn't imagine all of this, I knew I had to see what the world really was about before I decided where I'm going to college or what my life is going to be, because college started to become quite expensive. And I thought, gee, I'm not just going to do that because they say that's what you're supposed to do and that you'll never be anybody. And so I decided to take a year off. And then I went to Israel. This is in 1984. I don't know where the camera is. So 1984, 18 years old. I just graduated from Baltimore School for the Arts. And at a certain point, I already felt very strongly from the age of 15 that what we are seeing, what we understand, what we believe in is only an illusion of the situation that's put up, and that we believe in what we see. And but there's a lot of things that we need to think about, and I wanted to think about. I'm not going to just jump into this college deal and follow this kind of way of life where they're starting to say anyway that they don't take even people with bachelor's degree. You have to have a master's degree. I mean, the whole thing, I don't know what happened, but it became a business, the colleges. And now I see why. So what they're doing with colleges is just like, we want to only have the elite in our colleges. And people that we've paid to have them come to change these elitists' minds. And these are the people that are supposed to be the power of the world, going to these Ivy League colleges. Oh my God, I went really far, So when I was 25 years old, I came back to the States to teach in the Baltimore School for the Arts. And so I went back and forth from the States to France to Germany to back and forth from everywhere I was. And I saw the States in partitions, 84, 80, 86. No, I think 85. And then back to Jerusalem, from the States to the kibbutz, to Israel, 2 years, Jerusalem kibbutz. Okay? I don't know if I'm going too far into detail, but I want to set up the context so that I can be clear about what my message is concerning the world around us, the politics. Because people say, I don't like to talk politics. I don't talk about politics. So you start to talk about what's going on in the world. I don't want to talk about politics. Wait a minute, our lives are in danger right now. Like, we're about to be attacked, and we are being attacked. And you call this politics? Well, I'll say that you don't understand. Politics are, I mean, they've done things with words like religion, politics, feminism, woman destroying our language. And now we can't talk, right? So I've just made it an a sort of free flow into what's going on between who I am presenting this live here and wanting to reach out and touch you and say, hello, people, how are you? Yes, life, 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 l'chaim, life is great. Shalom, peace, peace and love, rock and roll. Yeah. Come on, man. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Yeah! How stupid. La 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 la, come on everybody, la 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 la, yeah, whoa whoa whoa, everybody, come on, la 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 la, I love you everybody, let's go everybody, let's sing.
Wow, that was great. I really like that. Oh, yeah. Hi, how are you? How are you? Are you all right? I know, I worry more about my psychiatrist's feelings than I do about my own. Yeah. I'm sorry, doctor, huh? I maldress. I speak English, French, I don't know. I'm mixed up, woman, clown, performer, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want to do, man, but I want to go out the street, man. I said, you gotta walk around town and get your clown. I said, come on, 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 let's get your clown, round, clown, round. Yeah, so much fun. Yeah, this is so much fun. You know who got me going? Glock. He became my boss today. He told me what to do. I said, okay, it's nice. I kind of need that, because I'm a clown, and it's hard to get structured and stuff, I liked it when I had a manager. I mean, they were working for me, but for me, I was glad that they got me work, so I was working for them. I just wanted to work, and I loved it so much. And this is my job too. I'm trying to make something out of this visual, being a face instead of a body, a face. It's good. I don't know if this is relevant to anything that's going on or if anybody's interested, but I think it's good to take a little break away from everything that's going on, in your life, I mean, what you see, what you think, what you feel, everything that you think is you right now, let go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please help me, God. Yes, I'm here. Woo, God, I'm here. We're all here together, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so glad to come here and talk to you about God. Oh my 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 God. Oh God. What's happening, God? Please. God. Please. Help. Help. Yes. We are calling for you now. Trump is not God. But he wants to. I think he means well. And I think it's very sad that people don't know that. And that they hate Trump and Jews, you know? Why do they hate Trump and Bibi and everybody like that? Because they hate Israel and they are trying to survive Israel. But not only Israel, Israel is Iran right now. Iran is the source of what's happening in Israel, because these people chanted every day, death to Israel, a death to the Jews, a death to everybody. It's like, why? Come on, guys. Why you want that? I mean, what's the point? What's the point, And it's not like people really care about justice because, or that they really believe what was going on was really happening, in Gaza. I think that just really, it really, it went along with what they wanted to believe. They wanted to believe that these lies about Israel, and that was bought by Qatar and money. And I shouldn't say that, but it's from inside of Israel too. They're being lied to about what's going on in the left wing information, and Qatar is one of the people that supports that. So what is the information getting out to the left wing that they are so resistant to any peace talks? Why are they allowing this war to happen? What's the point? Please, guys, just give up the game. I mean, you're not going to get anything out of it. All of you, any of you human beings, even if you're a crocodile, you won't get anything out of it. So I'm just like shooting shit. I said I can't not make some kind of commentary about the news, because I'm spending all of my day and night trying to find out what the hell is going on, right? Because something's going on, and there is no more. Everything I thought was not just theory in the end. Every time. So I'm so frustrated because I feel like I'm trying to get a message out to people I love to protect themselves against something they have no idea about, because we're trafficking, we're changing the way the news is presented. And I just was in the United States and I saw how the news was presented in my family's house. And it's very strange because those are the people, the ones that have stayed into CNN News, and they think that they're seeing different points of view on different stations. But in fact, if you go from one station to the other on the same day, they say exactly the same thing. They don't even try. It's just like, you are like this. You are like this. Just imagine, like, every channel you go, you're going to be sick. And what you can do is you can take this drug and you're going to feel better. You get to another channel, you're watching another show, in case you get sick, we got an insurance for you that's less expensive than the one you've been paying for. Okay. Now, the next commercial is, you could get into an accident. The next commercial, and who's gonna pay for that? We're here.
we have the best car insurance. So it's like you're watching like nice things on the television. Sometimes I was watching something for children, and then there's this information in between, and it's all about they're selling drugs. They're selling drugs on television. I don't live in the States since that long time. When I was there, and my father was a psychiatrist, right? It was illegal to present a medication in publicity like that. And for doctors to put themselves into publicity and all of this, there was a respect about the medical issues and privacy. And now the medical issues are getting into people's lives on a daily basis. And if they don't see it, they are in fear. They are still in fear that it could happen again. The virus. There's a virus. People are dying from the virus. I got the virus shot. Oh my God, and you got the 4 other shots too? Whoa. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I love you anyway. And they love me too because I didn't want to get the shot. I mean, I already had it for hepatitis B. It changed my life, it knocked me out. It made me tired. And I felt sick for a long time. But I don't know. I mean, the thing is that it's very serious when you put something into your body, and I think that's a personal choice. And they transgressed that law, that the last law being that nobody will be forced to take anything of medication or intervention without being accord, without agreeing to it, right? So here we are in a dictatorship, right? Suddenly, where for me, I'm living afar. I see Biden, and I see that he's messed up with Afghanistan, and I'm hearing conversations about things like, so Biden is Democrat. We all prayed for that he would win, right? We were so afraid of Trump. They made us so afraid of Trump that we would be willing to vote for anyone that wasn't him. And I believed it. So I'm coming from that point of view, and I've come around to the other side. And that makes my family very angry, of course, because I understand they when they look on the television, all they see is ugliness, and they make things look ugly, and it's sad, right? Let me see if help, I'm falling down. Oh, I'm falling. Help me, I think I'm falling. Stop turning around. Stop it. Stop turning around. Oh, help me, God. Oh. Well, I don't have anything to say. Do you? I think it's time to go and turn around and be upside down. And I would like to be able to make jokes like my cousin. Like, Dad, he's so funny. How can I do it? I'd have to imitate. I have to get into the character like my cousin Groucho Marx. And I don't know how you would tell, this is my kind of like my voice, like for my clown character. I mean, like, it's just me. And that's Gladys. And now I'm putting on this mask, and I'm like, what's the voice? What's the voice?
help. That's what I have to say. So what do you think about what I have to say? Because I haven't even said it yet, because I haven't got any people bounced up on my channel. And I got censored on my other channels because of the stuff I was putting on. So if you're getting censored, you know that you're saying something right? Because you know if that's what gets taken out and you get punished for, that's the truth that they're trying to hide, because these things should be covered, right? So how do you feel? You know what I do? I propose I can do online coaching to help you find your inner clown. Would you like that? In one conversation, I can help you find your clown. Would you like that? If you like that, go ahead and say yes. I don't know how. Let's see. I'm going to make up a conversation. This is difficult kind of interview. Well, what it is that in fact, what I wanted to do is just put on some news that I'm listening to and just listen to it with you. Because, you know, I want to find out, I want to know, and I want you to know what people don't want, what it's not wanting people to know. So do you want to see? 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 See me? Did you think that was funny? Well, that's okay. I mean, like, I'm humble, you know, it's okay. I don't mind. So it's like a whole story of division. Let's see, I'm going to practice mime while I can look at myself in the mirror. That's part of my job. 1, 2, 1, 2, up, down, 1, 2, 1, 2, up, down, 1, 2. Put your hands, 1 and 2, and move. Come back, 1 and 2, move, and try to keep your hands. Oh, I'm having a harder time on this side because I see myself backwards now in the video, so it's really strange. It's not like a mirror. So then you can work on your hands. Like, here's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So this is the news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving you the news, the Jews news, the Iranian news, the international news, the funniness of it all. And let's make laughter happen no matter what, because that is our arm. My arm, your arm, this arm, that arm. Yes, It's funny, isn't it? Now, I really, I would love it to get some help with this live stuff. Okay, so now let me try something new that I want to try. I want to get something where I can get both things, the news and my face at the same time, but I can't figure it out. So, and every time I want to do it, I want to get on fast to the line, and then it's too complicated. So maybe somebody can help me with some help, with some, yes. Please say hello. Just say hi and hello. Well, I can't find an exclamation point. This is taking away from my improvisation. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I would like it. Give me a heart. I want to see a heart. Send if you like me, if you like something, if you appreciate silliness, appreciate a warrior of laughter, appreciate warrior of laughter. Let me know. I'm gonna do like everybody does. Like, if you like, and subscribe. Like and subscribe so I can be in touch with you, okay? Now, I want to do this and I want to reach a lot of people, okay? I don't want to just sit here and I want to reach people. I really want this to get out. I know that so far I've been just, fucking around because I'm improvising in the moment. I'm being in the moment, and I'm going to go between clowning and being myself, because that's part of the clowning. Is there's the character and then there's the self. So through the news and through what's going on, all of it, in spite of all of it, I want to try to teach clown so that we can get through this shit, right? So we can get through this shit. We have to call it what it is. Now, some people might not know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to let you know. Right now, there is a lot going on in the world which is not being shown on the news, and it's very upsetting to see that, okay? Because I'm noticing where that news is coming from, and it's very, very bad what is being told, okay? I'm trying to speak simply because I don't want to be cut off, okay? So I'm speaking to children, I'm breaking it up, okay? So I noticed that now I've been back and forth to the States. I mean, I might get in trouble, but I saw how they keep people away from, just keep them living their lives and going shopping and eating or having a hard time doing stuff, and they don't have time to look at what's going on. And you want to talk about something that's going on in the world, and they are like, what? Oh no, it's not possible. And you can stay there and you can say all you want and show the video and the writing and the person himself saying it from his own mouth, and they won't believe what you're saying. It's so, what the is going on, So I saw it from my own eyes. Eye exercises, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do eye exercises. Keep the face moving. Keep the face moving. Keep the ideas moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Move. Groove. Ho, ho, ho. This is my little one-woman show. right now. And I still haven't gotten to the news. All right, let's try this thing, okay? I want to put this on because this guy is really good, okay? This is 2C TV. And he's on live, but I think it's over right now. I'm going to put it on, okay? And I want to just hear this. This is a man. This person, 2C TV, is a man that he's an Iranian that left the country because of the regime that was put in place and found another life and lives in England. And he has developed his own television station. Probably he was a journalist for somewhere else and got deplatformed. And this guy went out in the streets filming what was going on the ground. This is how he started. And now he's moved up there and he's really, really in touch with, thank you for this. This is really encouraging. Thank you. Please. That's so nice. I really appreciate it. What is your name? You can let me know. Pascal Maf 67 down. Yes. So I'm seeing this guy 2C TV. I'm going to I'm going to stop explaining. Okay, now this is not the way YouTubers do it, right? But I don't know how to do it otherwise. I don't know how to get two things on my screen, okay? So here it is. Can you hear it? Let me know. Do you hear? Wait a minute.
The United States have now deployed extra resources.
Can you hear? Let me know.
The soldiers from different parts of the US as well as Europe towards the Middle East. The Islamic Republic of Iran have also started to mobilize their troops around the country in Iran as they prepare for the direct confrontation with the Americans and the Israelis. And we're going to show you guys the latest videos that we have now received from Iran. There's a lot happening when it comes to this revolution against Ali Khamenei's Islamist regime. Just a quick heads up, a few minutes before we came live, unfortunately, I received some sad news from Iran. I received a phone call. Unfortunately, a family friend and two of his kids were murdered on the streets in Tehran for simply walking on the street, for not even doing anything. And the regime are now asking for at least around £1,000 for their dead bodies each. And this is why this fight, this war that is still ongoing, people know there is no turning back. Many lives have been lost, but you have to fight back. You have to continue this. And of course, things change.
Oh my God, it's so hard.
Now, the reality on the ground. Let's talk about the Americans first. Then we're going to talk about the reaction from the Islamic Republic and all the videos.
How's that? Do you hear it?
Before we start, as you guys know, the discount code that we had for you guys for Iran, for the 2CTV Plus, the promo code Iran is now expired. But I thought a lot of you guys want to check out 2CTV Plus, our independent platform. If you want to be a member, if you want to support us, you can do it today. You can only join. You can join for only £1.
You can join me too.
You can check out the platform.
Click like and subscribe. Help me get started on do this better.
Everything. So check it out. The link is in the description, the direct link. So go on it right now. Anyway, let's talk about the Americans. Now, additional 25,000 US elite troops and Delta forces have now been deployed in multiple places. So Jordan, UAE, and Qatar. Now, the interesting thing about this is that while some of the troops are actually being sent towards the bases in the Arab countries, they might not stay there. So as we wait for the arrival of USS Abraham Lincoln and other aircraft carriers, what we are expecting is some of these troops to then go on that and obviously regroup and then launch from there potentially. So 25,000 in addition to the existing ones that they have already deployed. So earlier on, a few hours ago, we got this confirmation even on the flight radar that 10 new refueling tankers had just left the United States. About 3 or 4 of them are heading towards Al Udeid, which is the airbase in Qatar. the rest of them landing in Europe temporarily. Now, the Wall Street Journal have also confirmed that both Patriot and the THAAD air defense systems are now being moved towards the Middle East. So when the US are increasing the defense capabilities, so obviously most of the stuff that the Americans are doing over the last week, it has been the offensive resources that they have in order to be able to potentially attack Iran. We get that. But they're also improving their existing defense systems against any potential attack by the IRGC on the US bases across the Middle East, and of course, any attack on the state of Israel. The Israeli Defense Forces are now also saying that they are now fully prepared. Finally, they are ready. That even if the Islamic Republic launch hundreds and hundreds of ballistic missiles at the same time, yes, Israel will be damaged, but they are able to take it if it leads to the fall and the collapse of the Islamic regime.
Can you imagine that?
But
they're ready to take it.
They are not staying quiet either.
Because they want to save the Iranian people on themselves.
All military commanders to return to duty within the next 48 hours.
Oh my God.
Now it's Wednesday today, 21st of January. And the next couple of days is going to be quite interesting because as what we've been hearing over the last few weeks, some of the military commanders have gone AWOL.
Oh.
We don't know where they are.
Oh.
The regime don't know where they are. They're probably in hiding or whatever they're doing. They don't want to report back to duty. But now the IRGC's intelligence unit, they have to go and basically hunt them down. Say, you got to come back to work. You got to get back because there is a war coming. So they've now reported that they have to. Nobody has any choice. You're going to have to go back to work. Otherwise, you're going to get executed, as we also reported yesterday.
It's horrible. Can you imagine
that?
that?
People internally, because there's a massive crack at the top of the regime. Now, in terms of the latest numbers on the US forces, apart from the 25,000 extra troops, there's obviously a significant increase, as you can see, when it comes to the US Air Force refueling tankers movements. So you got the 13.
I'm trying to see how I can show you this and get you to hear it if it's interesting to you.
At the Al-Udeid Air Base, you got the 10 other ones that are underway that we reported last night. They should be there, I think, or getting close, and 15 C-17 cargo flights as well going to the Middle East. These are the Globemaster cargo flights. They have been pretty active over the last week or so. And more is to come. Of course, there will be more statements from the Department of War and Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War. Having said that, one of the things to mention is what is going on the ground in Iran. Now, more videos are coming now. Again, because of the internet issues, the videos are delayed from yesterday, from a couple of days ago, from a few days ago. Steve, earlier this morning, is haunting. Late last night, actually, we received this from before in Iran. What I'm about to show you is horrifying. It's a war zone that is technically a one-sided war zone because one side is fully equipped and armed. Watch this. See the problem? Now, yesterday we also reported on one of the defectors. Now, defections have been happening quite a lot, and we have a report from CIA that we're going to show you as well. But considering that last week's operation, when it was called off last minute, that was going to only involve a number of B-2 bombers. Now, B-2 bombers are not going to do anything. B-2 bombers are good for destruction, but they're not necessarily good for any sort of targeted, precise operation. So they're going to need to have more than just B-2 bombers that they have used in the past. Having said that, since then, since last week, the cracks that I mentioned at the top of the regime It's getting wider and wider, and there are two main reasons for this. Number one is that the regime, people who are serving the regime, are also suffering because they also don't have money, they also don't have food, they also don't have water, and they don't have any support, and they know that people are angry. That's one of the main reasons. Second main reason is that people are hunting them down, and I'm going to explain why and how they're doing this, because President Trump asked the Iranian people to do something very specific, and the Iranians are listening to the president. But one of these guys who defected yesterday was from the government. So we've had defections from the police, we've had defections from the armed forces, we've had some defections from the IRGC Basij unit, but from inside the actual government, not necessarily the regime, but the government. So the Interior Ministry, yesterday we showed you one person who has defected. We now have the verified audio message on a phone call, basically, a message from the defector. Let's quickly go to this one, English subtitles.
واقعا کار دیگه دست مردم بر نمیاد. مردم نشون دادن چی میخوان چی نمیخوان. الان همه منتظر ترامپ، یعنی اگه ترامپ کاری نکنه به نظر من یک نفرت عمومی ایرانی‌ها ازش پیدا میشه. حالا ما بالاخره مطمئن
Do you understand? Do you like this? Do you like that I show you this?
ولی خب بالاخره ملت هم بی‌صبرن دیگه. خیلی
This is raw information.
تو شهر خلوت مغازه یکی در میان باز یه جوریه دیگه خلاص.
You see, I think that's the kind of information we should be looking for when it's raw. When somebody is also asking questions and they don't really know, but they're searching. This then you know somebody's searching, and they're coming up with something, and they're coming up with stuff that you wouldn't necessarily hear, and then you can make comparisons. But this is happening. This is what's happening on the floor, on the ground. Okay, that I don't think is getting out. So here's a man saying what happened to him. And I want to know if you can hear.
ولی خب همه به این نتیجه رسیدن که تا ترامپ
Where's the microphone
کاری
here?
نمیشه کرد، چون اینا واقعا بی‌رحمن، اسلحه دارن و هرچی هم شما هر کاری بکنی نمیشه. تیربار میزنن، همه رو بی‌رحمانه به رگبار می‌اندازن.
So that's the reality on the ground. Having said that, as I mentioned, President Trump gave an order to the Iranians on the ground.
Oh, really?
This was almost two weeks ago. He
Oh.
said to people in Iran, remember the names of the oppressors.
Oh.
Find them.
Yeah, but
we're going to have to do something about them after the revolution is completed.
oh yeah, after you're dead.
Who are extremely clever, and they also get vicious if you harm them. They have now created a website and a platform.
Wait a minute, I'm going back. What did they say? What did he say? Oh no. Okay, no, wait. What did he just say that was told to do by the President of the United States? Oh.
So this was launched yesterday.
Let's see. This is not easy. I want to, yeah. How can I want to, yeah.
That's quite a thing they should have added. Yeah, 1,136 people already. So this was launched yesterday, and Goldie on her channel first reported this, and at that time, it had about, was it 200, 300, something like that. Late last night, it got to about 500 to 600. Now it's over 1,000. And I'm trying to filter this. There we go. So these are the ones that have already been confirmed. Of course, that's the head of the police, Ahmad Vazaradan. That's Khamenei himself. Obviously, these are the obvious ones. But we got a lot of individuals here. So you got a green hair. Of course, green hair makes sense. So these are basically mouthpieces and proxies. And you got the evidence of what sort of stuff they've been posting, what sort of stuff they've been saying. This is very well done, by the way. This platform that they've created is absolutely insane.
You hear that?
So if you guys are curious, you want to check it out yourself as well. As I said, it's mozdorYab.com. And then what you can do is you can, obviously on your browser, you can translate it. It will turn into English. So this is now English. You get the names and everything else. Although the translation might not be fully accurate, because obviously it's different.
So so that's what's going on that one chain that's on Tusi TV.
I suggest very highly that you look him up. He is an Iranian, a beautiful man that knows Iran himself and got away from the regime and it was deplatformed and he created his own platform. And I think his news is very like, this is what's happening all day. And he has a video of it happening. I don't know exactly how he gets these videos so fast, but he's in touch with Israel, Iran, and England. And I think, Israel, I'm like, you need to know about these places because this is where the story is, really happening. And England is at the door of the United States on the other side, and it's where everybody is going up to get to the States on the other side and to commit their jihad, right? So that they want to start it in Europe, they've started it, and now they're starting to come over to the States. Excuse me, that's what's happening, okay? The people, you guys are fighting against the people that want to stop the terrorists. Do you know that when Obama was president, he had a very strong exportation policy, and he had people expedited so fast, they didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to their families, okay? And families were separated. And in fact, Tom Homan was his border chief, okay? And Obama gave him a prize as being one of the best officials of the year, okay? That he did his job so well of taking care of closing the border and expediting people. So this is Obama, and that's Democrats, and he's featured on CNN News at that time when he did it. And here he's being reported on as being a hero, with the same news as Trump, being not from the Democratic Party, which is an autocratic party. It's not really democratic at all. Who's from outside of that ring. He is being, they try to defeat him by making these outrageous interventions to stop the same thing that Obama did himself. I think he expedited 2 million people from day to night. So there's something wrong there. And if you want to show people that information, the very video where Clinton is saying, they've got to learn how to speak the language before they can have a job, and they need to be vetted. And she was very, very militant about it, and it was very convincing. And and then you have Obama saying, yes, we have to take care of immigration. In fact, we were preparing for immigration to happen, that we wouldn't think of it because they are expediting people like this. Then Trump comes in and does the same thing. What do? Protests for the same thing. They're trying to intervene with what the president is trying to do. And, you can think of him as a president or not, but this is the person there in the seat. So there's a reason for that. And people really had a strong feeling about needing to get this particular group of people out of the office, and some other very corrupted people. Okay, and it's true. You can deny it, but I can tell you that everything that has been said, I think, after what I've studied and that it's true. Everything Trump has said, even though he said it brutally or rudely or whatever, how he said it, he's got a very, very, sometimes a very, a way of speaking that can be very offensive to people. And I understand that. But if you listen to him long enough before he gets cut off on the news, but you watch him full length. In fact, they take everything he says out of context and put it together in one phrase, right? Because he's capable of saying something really horrible and then coming out with a joke which kind of compensates. And it's not a joke. It's not a joke at all. He's laughing also about himself. He must laugh about himself in the end of the day, because this is what because he has been so oppressed. I watched all of the thing of him having to go to the court every single day to freeze to death about this case about a woman. Here you have people in the White House that are trafficking children and being pedophiles, and they're putting him out of the game. Okay, isn't that wrong? I mean, they're accusing him of wanting to be a dictator, right? But this is reversed logic. This is reflection. This is projection. They projected onto him what they are. And they said he sends his enemies to prison. Okay. Well, isn't that the same thing? To try to prevent this person from running for president. If we don't like him, we won't vote for him, right? But we will like him. They know that people will like him also. So they're very afraid. They're very afraid because he's trying to suss everything out, and he's the only person that's doing that. Luckily, he's getting a little help, but even in his own party, there are people that have split off because he's unapologetic about liking Israel, and that's why the mainstream news hates him, I think, because he's for Israel. Because mainstream media has destroyed Israel's image in the eyes of the world by showing a group of images, one after the other, that go together without the other images that explain why the story. It's wrong. It's very wrong. It's wicked. I was talking to my own family in the States, and they really believe these stories about Israel, and they're my family, and we're aligned. We're supposed to love Israel. Okay, we love Israel, and to get their own people that hate their own country is really wicked. Really, it's so wrong. It's so one-sided. It's so. I mean, don't people ask about? No, but there's never a mention of the soldiers that die in Israel and the people that are killed and the bombs that are being thrown from while Hezbollah was hitting Israel in the beginning. There was nothing on the news about that. There was nothing on the news about the 100,000 people that were displaced, that are still living out of their suitcases because it's too dangerous to live in the north right now. Still, because Hezbollah has not disarmed. I mean, of course, the Lebanese government can't do anything about it. They've already been defeated. I mean, they can try, but they're dealing with terrorists. Terrorists, it's an army of terrorists. Excuse me for saying that. I mean, I don't know. It's. I would love to know what you think about it. So maybe I should stop now, because if I go on too long, maybe you won't get what I say. But then again, I want to do a live where there is a live with people. So let me see what's going on somewhere else, okay? Is there any way I can get to a split screen with you guys on it? I'm shutting this down. Globalist rage quit after Trump announces what they... Whoa, okay, wait a minute. Let's see what they say here about the WEF.
Ladies and gentlemen,
can you hear?
It's that time of the year again, when the globalists of Earth converge on Davos, Switzerland, to dictate the terms and conditions of your existence. They're at it again.
I'm always getting notifications.
They think they can take the United States for granted, attack our national sovereignty. Klaus Schwab talking about you will eat the bugs and you will be happy. But luckily we have Donald Jamal Trump in the White House.
Oui.
And he's not playing games.
No.
He's telling these guys that your little party, your parade is over.
Oh, yes. That's good news. Oh, my God.
We're not raining on it. We're pissing on it.
Oh.
And what the president posted last night, what he's doing, setting up this event for his arrival, is just simply spectacular.
Yes?
You have leaders like leaders. They're not leaders. They're little cucks like Emmanuel Macron, who's out here getting pimp slapped by his boyfriend Brigitte in public.
Oh my God.
Candace.
Oh.
Season 2. Candace.
Oh, Candace.
Leave Erica alone just for a little bit.
Leave your kids alone.
Point alone. Leave the Jews alone for a little bit. Focus on Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron. Do a series on that relationship because that was entertaining. So Emmanuel Macron was losing his marbles, if he ever had any. Mark Carney from Canada, crying like a little baby, all complaining about what Trump is doing. But nothing can stop what Trump has put in place. The destruction of globalism is on our hands. We are witnessing it in real time. We are witnessing a doctrine that has ruled Earth for the last, 80 years.
Oh my God.
Just get demolished piece by piece, whether it's the United States withdrawing from 66 different UN-aligned organizations, international organizations that prevent productivity in the United States or attack our national sovereignty. So many things going on. First, let's start with something absolutely gangster
Okay.
the president did.
I'm going to go on to another live to do this one, okay? So this was the one, this was the subject of getting together and seeing how we can deal with life with the clown mentality. Clown mentality, okay? Clown mentality, news reception, analysis and identification, seeing each other, trying to identify what's going on, talk about our feelings, dealing with fear, dealing with isolation. We can talk about all of these subjects together because the clown is a globalist of situations and not a bad globalist. There are two kinds of oligarchs or globalists. One is for Satan and the other is not. Okay, I don't believe in Satan, but if I had to believe, if I did, I would, at the moment, because there's something that has been allowed to happen that should not have happened. It shouldn't have been allowed, that the terrorists get led into the country by groups of men. I mean, this is very alarming that the Democratic Party allowed armies of Taliban to walk into the States and give them $5,000 and homes and, a really good setup. So what's the story here? Are these guys supposed to be their army? Are these guys the army of the elites? There's these poor martyrs, these children that have been raised to kill. These children have been raised with abuse to kill, we're teaching them, hey, we cannot support people that teach their children hate and killing, did not abide by at least the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill. It's just simple as that. What we have lost our sense of morality. We have lost the sense of values to even try to justify a terrorist attack like there was on October 7th. That is unjustifiable. Nobody deserves that. Not even your worst enemy. I wouldn't want that even on my worst enemy, okay? Because in the end, what is the Zen saying? What does the Buddha say? in real enemies, in the truth, okay? You can love your enemy somehow. You still can love your enemy. Because something in that enemy is human, and you can negotiate with it, and you can say, hey, we're just human beings. Stop, come on. You don't have to be so serious, you know? Why are you working for these people? Why do you want to kill, really? Do you enjoy your life? Well, you know, God is not somebody that you have to obey in Judaism. And this is a religion of to obey. It's not a religion to serve. We serve God. We serve God. We are there as his will, which we say his, but we shouldn't, you know, because God, you can't even pronounce the real name of God in Hebrew. You know, the letters are unpronounceable, so God's name cannot even be said. He's so abstract, and that's what makes it magnificent, because what we're saying is that God is so enormous that we can't understand it. It's the universe. Just think of the universe. It's endless universe. How can something be so endless as that? We are all part of this universe, and I believe that we can do something to stop this hate by being warriors of laughter forever after. You can join me on my channel, please. I would love to talk with you about lots of things, because I have lots of things to teach. I have a lot of ideas, and I can also listen to you, and we can get on the screen and really have a talk. Or you can ask me questions. Please ask me questions. See you later. Bye-bye. This was me. One woman show. Gladys!